Hello all and welcome to Wild Crochet. My name is Mary and today we are going to do something very interesting. We are going to do the Russian join challenge. It's a little bit different, it's a little bit weird, but hey, it's not bad. It's not all bad. These are the 3 yarns we are using today. I think I used a 4.5mm hook. I cannot for the life of me remember. You will need your scissors, you will need your hook, and you will need you will need 2 sewing needles to help with your Russian join. Now these are the Russian joins, and as you can see, one of them has come undone. But when you see the challenge and the test that I put it through, you'll probably think, well, no wonder it came undone. It's just one little tiny thread. Guys, I'm laughing because towards the end of this tutorial, probably around the 26-minute mark, you will find the silliness of the Russian join challenge. But in the meantime, we're going to get started with the actual Russian join. We are making this piece today, so you can actually use the piece for whatever you want to use it for. But we are making this piece today. I'm not going to talk too much because the tutorial does go for a little bit longer, especially the last 6 or 7 minutes. So look forward to that. And I just want to say one thing. Nobody or nothing was hurt during the last 7 minutes of this tutorial. Just heads up there. Guys, it was a lot of fun to make. There was a lot of fun to do the last bit as well. The fun part of the Russian join challenge. So wish me luck, guys, and good luck to you, and let's get started. Alrighty guys, we are going to start off by using the blue. I'm using the blue, I'm not sure what you're using. The hook size I'm using is a 4.5. We're going to do a quick slip knot, yarn over your finger once and yarn over your finger twice, hold it there, pop your back loop halfway, pop the other loop all the way over, grab your hook and pop it through loop, give it a tug, you're set. Okay, we're going to chain on 20. Okay, 1, sorry about that, that's yarn over hook. If you're new to the channel, I do apologize. Yarn over hook 2, yarn over hook 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, I say that's probably about big enough. Shall I make it a bit more? Let's go up to 30. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Wait, I think 25 will be enough because we've got to, it's a challenge. It's got to be big. Okay, 25 is enough. So now we go yarn over hook. We're going to do double crochets across. So it's 1, 2, and 3. So pop your hook in that chain right there, yarn over hook, pull up a loop, yarn over hook, pull through 2, yarn over hook, pull through the last 2. Now that was a double crochet, we're going to do it again. Yarn over hook, pop it in your next chain right there, yarn over hook, pull up a loop, yarn over hook, pull through 2, yarn over hook, pull through the last 2. And we're going to do it yet again, and we're going to do this all the way across. Now remember guys, this is just a little bit of a fun video, but if you want to make this tiny little swatch, you can. There is nothing wrong with you making the tiny swatch, but we're going to go through some fun. We're going to have a lot of fun with our Russian join challenge, and I'm telling you now, don't be sad when you see some of the things I do to this square, because, or square or rectangle, whatever you want to call it, because I'm really going to give it a beating. Okay, so this way we know whether our Russian joins stay together. Okay, what we're going to do is we'll get halfway, no, we'll go all the way through this row, then we'll add the Russian join, and you know, roughly around the edge, and I'll show you how much to use for that anyway. And it doesn't matter if it's a little bit over, it's just a bit of a test to see if the Russian join actually holds on. Or holds up. I don't know what you want to call it. Holds up, holds on, stays in place. Nothing worse than I do the whole challenge and the Russian joins come undone. It's going to make me look silly, isn't it? But you know, it's a little bit of fun with our work, and we're making something pretty out of it as well. So what I'll use this for in the end, if it all stays in place, I'll use it to pop underneath the, I've got a yarn bowl which I keep some of my crochet hooks in, close to where I work. So if I lose a hook, I can just grab one from there. Okay, I usually put one of each size of these hooks in it. A little bit of trivia there. Always have one handy, just in case I lose a hook size. It happens, you know, we're always busy. Sometimes we stash them in weird places, like, you know, behind our ear, or, you know, in our shoe or something, I don't know. So I keep my hooks handy in a yarn bowl. What's a yarn bowl, I hear you ask? I will show you that on the weekend when we do our live on Saturday, this Saturday coming. All right, there we go. So what we should have is roughly 25 or 26, it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So it doesn't really matter. It's not for anything specific. All right, so what we're going to do, you know what I want to do, actually? Let me show you one thing. I'll just turn your work quickly. Put a single crochet in, no, don't do that, sorry. Chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3, and just put a double crochet in your stitch, which is right there. So between both the loops, okay? So double crochet there, double crochet in your second stitch, and double crochet in your third, and so on. And do me a favor and go all the way across this row. I think it'll look better if we change it on a second row just for fun. Get to the second last stitch and wait for me there, because this is where we're going to do our color change. Okay, so go ahead and get to that second last stitch and I'll meet you up. All right, here we are at the end of the row. Now I've done my second last stitch right there. You still need to pop a double crochet in that top chain right there. So it's a yarn, and we're not going to do that actually, we're going to wait. This is where we're going to learn how to do our Russian join. Okay, so pop your loop up a little bit. Okay, and it doesn't matter if we start our next row using a bit of the white. Assume we're going to weave in that much, right? So I give myself that much, then I take it undone, and that's pretty much where I want my Russian join to end. So leave your blue there. In fact, you can cut it right now, okay, because we're going to change to our white. All right, now this is where your Russian join comes in. You will need 2 needles for this part. Okay, so we can see, move all the stuff out of the way. We're going to change to the white, or I am. I don't know what colour you're changing to. Okay, so grab one of your needles, it doesn't matter which one, and pop your thread through. I don't know, these are the right needles. You need to have your tail end fairly close to the end, being very careful not to pull it out. Now the same for this one right here. Okay, there you go. So your tail end has got to go right to the very end. Okay, so here we are at the moment. All right, you're grabbing, let's just move the blue out the way for a second. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do the first part of the Russian join. So you are going to literally twist your yarn once, twist it twice, and again 3 times, and again 4 times. So you're twisting it and wrapping it around your needle. Now this yarn is already splitting, so I don't know how this is going to work. But we'll never know, hey? We'll never know until we do it. Split, split, split. Okay, now there's your little loop there. That loop, we need to keep that loop, all right? So we're going to gently pull this through, and it needs to be still there, all right? See, that loop is right there. We need that loop, so don't lose it, okay? Now we're going to do our blue. Get our blue. See that little space that we kept? That space, we've got to pop our needle through that space and through to the other side, okay? Coolio. Now you just drop the white because we don't really need that much anymore. You need to do the spiraling with your blue. As we were doing with the white, we're going to do exactly the same with the blue. Okay, so spiral, split, spiral, split, spiral, split, spiral, split, spiral, split, spiral split as far as we can go, remembering it's still, your yarn is still attached to the blanket, to your piece of work that you're using, or whatever it is you've done. Whether you've done 26 stitches or whatever, your piece of work is still attached. Okay, I think that's plenty. I don't know if I did that in the last one. I would say that's plenty. All right, so now you make sure you've only got a little bit of tail there. Pop that through there, like so. Now, see these two tail ends right here? The two tiny ones? Give it a tug, yeah? Then you give your whole thing a tug. Now, usually your yarn is supposed to disappear, ordinarily. This one didn't disappear, so I might just give it a bit of a cut. Having said that, I think the actual join itself worked. See, you can't get that undone if you tried. See? Now, grab your little hook. I think we've got too much blue left still. Doesn't matter. I've taken a stitch undone to do this. All right, so finish off your stitch in your very last stitch there. So we're finishing off the blue. There we go. Now that's your Russian join complete. Well, that's very lucky, isn't it? It just kind of worked, didn't it? All right, so now we're going to chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to do our normal double crochet in your next stitch. Okay, so that's your Russian join right there. Tiny little bit thicker than normal. You can't notice it much. And do me a favor, go ahead and do the end of this row and then do one more row and I will meet you up for your next join. Here we are at the end of our second row. Let me just pull that loop right through. Now we've got that last stitch to pop in there. Now this stitch is the stitch where our Russian join is. Ooh. Thought I'd do it like that just for fun. Now what we need to do, we need to cut this yarn right here. I'm sorry, that's better. We need to cut this yarn right here. Out there. Grab your next colour. Okay. Now we are going to do our Russian join. Okay. One more time. Okay. So first one we do, we move our work out the way. It doesn't matter which one you do first. They're both the same. Okay. There's your thread. Pull that loop very low to the end. All right. So now just go ahead and split your yarn. I tend to find it's easier to split and turn and split and turn. It might not work. It might. Hey, who cares? We've tried it, right? You've got to try something once. You can't always just assume that it's not going to work. Let's try it and work it out. That's how we do things. It's a lot of mucking around, isn't it? All right, so we are almost there. I'm out of frame. I do apologize, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, so there's your loop. Remember, we need that loop, okay? So just give that a little bit of a tug. We only need a very small tail. Don't pull it out too far, otherwise it's going to come undone. There you go. Make sure you've got your little loop right there. Don't pull it yet because you need to grab your white. Now I always do the white last because the white is attached to your piece of work and it's a lot easier less fiddly to play with, you know, so we do it last. Okay, oops, I got too far. I got too happy. Okay, we'll leave it that big just so we can get it through the yellow first. All right, there's the yellow loop. Pull it through. Give that a little bit of a tug so we've only got a little end there. Okay, now once again, this is a part I don't like doing. I just pulled it undone, haven't I? Not yet, not yet. Good. Okay, so now we just split our yarn. It works better with this needle. It's got more of a point. Oh, how cool is this needle? Oh, gosh. Oh, I like this needle a lot. Guess what I'm going to be using more often. Oh, gosh. So, once we do this particular join here, I'm going to get you to head off on your own. Hang on, let me just finish this off before I start chatterboxing. I'm such a chatterbox, am I? Let's see. Okay, nearly there, nearly there. It's not my thing, obviously, the Russian joint. I'd rather weave in the ends, to be honest with you. There you go. Now you just grab those two ends first. Then you grab that and you pull it through nice and tight. This one worked out a lot better than the other one, okay, than the white before with the blue. Having said that, we may still have to give that a bit of a cut. And I think that one's okay. Oh no, that might need a bit of a cut too. Okay, shake all that off. We don't want all that. All right, now you might find this one here. Oh, I think I've got too much white, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where it starts, okay? So now it's going to be tricky to find that chain. So good luck trying to find it. It'll be a nice tight stitch right there. But it's there, trust me. Okay, pull your loop through and do your double crochet. So my yellow is going to start over the row somewhere, but I'm not worried. I just want to show you the Russian join. So 1, 2, and 3, and pop the yellow in here. And let's do, yeah, we'll do another one. Well, we have to do another one to show you the yellow. Okay, that bit of yellow's come undone. Let's give that a cut. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. Sorry about that. All right, so I don't know. I'm hoping that this Russian join doesn't come undone. We'll see. This is what the test is all about. I have a feeling it might, to be honest with you. But hey, who am I to judge, all right? So there's your Russian join. So go ahead, do your Russian joins after every second row, from between your blue to your white to your yellow, whichever contrast you want to do. And meet me back here on the 12th row, and we shall start the challenge. It's going to be fun. Good luck, guys. Okay, so yours truly got a little bit row happy and I did a few too many. But it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. We're going to finish off this row here, and it doesn't matter how big yours is. Okay, now that's a really tight stitch there, but it's in. Okay, we're going to half finish that stitch, because even though we have done the Russian join all along there, for this part here, we will actually join normally, because yours truly wants to do a row of single crochets all the way across, because that's what I usually do when I finish off my work. So we're chaining up 1 like so. We're going to pop a single crochet right in the top of that same stitch right there. Okay, I hope you can see that from there. Sorry guys, I just put a single crochet in the same stitch that I just made. Make sure you pull all these ends, otherwise it's going to be very loose. There we go, nice and tight. Chain 1 and put another single crochet in that corner. You have just formed a corner in that space. You've just formed the corner. Just give that lemon a bit of a tug or whatever color you use there. All right, so we are now on the other side of our piece. This is the side where all the Russian joins are. And I don't have a funny feeling they're not going to hold through our our road test later. So you should have a space there. You're going to put a single crochet in that space just after your corner bits there. So a single crochet goes in there. All right. So really, if you think about it, you've done the 2. You've done 1 from the corner and 1 there. You're going to jump into the very next space. In fact, I might even crochet over that yellow at the back there. And I'm going to do 2 single crochets in the next space. 1 and 2. We need to do 2 in your white, which is 1 and 2. 2 in your next white, 1 and 2. 2 in your blue, which really should be blue, but my color changing was poor there, so I'm not going to worry too much about it anyway. It doesn't matter. This is just for fun. 2 in the next one as well. I don't like our chances. These are going to come undone for sure. 2 in the yellow. 2 in the other yellow. or whatever colours you use, just 2 in each side all the way across. Okay, to the other side, which is coming up very, very shortly. I'm going as fast as I can, guys. Well, no, that's not true. I'm a little bit slow today. It's warm again here in Melbourne, so I've slowed down in the heat. I usually slow down. Every day is warm in Melbourne. It's just phenomenal. But it's a weird warm. It's not normal warm. It's muggy. Yucky muggy. Okay, here we go. We're nearly there. Trying to distract you with all this chatting. Okay. I think I might have even missed a spot there or something. I don't know. It's a little bit loose. Whoops. Not loose, just a little bit gappy. Could have been a loose stitch. It happens. All right. We are down the end there. We're going to put a normal single crochet in the space. That's the first one. The second one's going to actually go into the corner. Very, very top chain you see right there. All right, just the chain itself. It's 1. Chain 1, turn, put another single crochet in there. Then you're just going to pop, this is easy, this part's the bottom part. You're going to pop a single crochet in every stitch all the way across to there. Okay, so go ahead, pop your single crochets into there and I'll meet you up in a second. All right, so here I am at the end of the row and yours truly forgot to cut the lemon off. So I better give that a bit of a cut now because that's just going to annoy me. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. All right, we are going to put a single crochet in that last stitch right there. 1, chain 1. Now I'm going to crochet over that thread just for fun. We're going to put another single crochet in that space. And I'm still going to crochet over the blue thread just for fun. You need to put 2 single crochets in that space right there. So you go 1, 2. And I'm not even going to weave in these ends. I'm going to cut them, except for that very first white that we started. You have to weave that one in because I want to see what happens when you crochet over your ends and you don't weave them in. I'm just curious. Jump into your very next space, popping 2 single crochets in there. I'm curious, you know. Now we single crochet in the white, 2 single crochet in your next white, 1 and 2. Very simple, yeah? And because it's not really a tutorial this, I'm rushing through this. Sorry, guys. I probably should have done a normal tutorial for you, but there you go. Okay, 2 in the next. And the next, and so on, and so forth. Two. Oh. Okay, nearly there. This is going to be a very interesting experiment. And I know for a fact that those Russian joins are not going to hold, because even as I was doing them and as I was crocheting over them, I could feel like those little ends were going to pop out. And now that it's 1 and we need a second one in there. Now that we've crocheted over them, you would assume that they would hold. I don't think so. Even with a single crochet over them, I don't think they'll hold. Okay, we are on our last 2 lemons or yellow, whatever you want to call it. So you're going to pop 1 in the last space, and then you're going to pop 1 in that very top chain. You've got the one right there. Oh, if I can get it, there's 1. Chain 1 and another 1. Okay, and that's turned your corner. Now this is the easy row, guys. You're just going to put a single crochet literally in every double crochet you'll come to. Okay, 2 easy, 2 easy. And then directly after all this, we are going to do the challenge. I know, it's going to be fun. Now, it's something that I would never do. or in normal day life. So don't think this is what I do every day in the challenge. But it's a little something just to make you laugh and, you know, to see the humorous side of failed ends, I suppose you can call them. Because this is, trust me, this is going to fail. With the amount of damage I'm going to do to this square, it's going to fail. Nearly there, almost there. We are almost there. Woohoo! Check it out. All right, there's your second last stitch. Okay, you're going to do a single crochet in there. You've already done a single crochet, chain one and single crochet in there. So really all you have to do is slip stitch to the top of that first single crochet that you did. That if it's anything like mine, it'll be nice and tight. And there you go. Chain one, pull up a loop, give it a cut and a tug. All right, so what we're going to do now, there's your square. Have a quick look. Wow, it's kind of a rectangle, really. That is the side where all the Russian joins are, and already it looks a little bit thicker than that side. You could hardly tell, but you know they're there. So what we're going to do is just, I'm not going to weave in that blue end because we crocheted over that, didn't we? We'll see how that holds out in the wash and the amount of drama I'm going to do to it. And we crocheted over the yellow. I'm not going to, well, the lemon, I'm not going to weave that in as well. Did I crochet over the white? I crocheted over a couple of strands of the white. I'm going to cut that one, but not the very first white, not the very last white. We'll weave that one in, just for fun. Just for fun. Okay, there. Got to go through again because, you know, yours truly, a bit of a stickler like that. Only for this end here, I'm going to be a stickler because it's the last end. And there you go. Right, so we're going to cut that. And, whoops. Oh, too close. Ta-da! Oh, there you go. And you can already see it's a little bit wobbly. Okay, don't stress too much. It's just a piece that we're practicing just for fun. We are going to do some total damage here to see how much we can, like that kind of thing, toss it around and get ready, guys. Oh, now it's all creased. Get ready, guys, for the challenge. Here it comes. have it, guys. Here's our little piece, and I gotta say, I have a funny feeling. I should have taken the measurements before I did the dryer part because I think it shrunk in the dryer. I'm actually pretty sure it did shrink in the dryer. Now, just for the records, I never put my blankets or anything that I crochet in the washing machine or the dryer. So I had a really lot of fun doing this, and then I get a nice close-up because I want to show you something. And I hope this is not blurring too much. Let me do it this way. See that bit right there? Right there. Ah, one Russian join came out. I know, right, I know. But the rest of the blanket, or whatever it says, this tiny piece, is pretty much perfect. So I dare say it did. I think it shrunk. There's one way I can test to see if it shrunk. Now, it fit my bowl perfectly. Remember the bowl I was talking about on Wednesdays? WIP Wednesday. If you haven't watched WIP Wednesday, just pop onto the first link you see in the description box down below, and I will pop the link to WIP Wednesday there. Now, I'm popping the bowl on it like that. I think it was a lot bigger. So I kind of think this pure wool shrunk in the dryer. The only thing, the actual Russian joins, they held up except for one little blue thread right somewhere. I've lost it now. I think I've actually, there it is, kind of tucked out a bit there. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for putting up with the Russian join challenge. And I hoped it helped you to understand about Russian joins and whether or not they hold out through a beating, through the beating that I gave it. And I have to be honest with you, I will never use Russian joins. I will always weave in my ends. And if you like, in the near future, I can do one of these again with the way I weave in the ends with the same kind of beading, maybe a little bit different. And we'll see how my weaved in ends work, whether they work better than the Russian join. Now, the other thing about the Russian join, I find it a little bit solid here on one side. That's just me because I know they're there. But when you feel the other side, it's not that much difference really. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. That was the Russian join challenge. My name is Mary. This is Well Crochet, and guess what? Ciao for now. Ah.